That's Euclid Records here in New Orleans, Louisiana. I was just in there picking up some stuff. So let's see what I got. Greetings, y'all. Well, coming to the end of this long road trip, I thought I was done going to record stores, but we did a week here in New Orleans, and I decided to go over one of my favorite record stores, Euclid Records, over in the Bywater district of New Orleans. Great shop. Prices are really good, cool staff. Place sometimes is overwhelming to me. They have so much stuff, just kind of feels like it's just everywhere surrounding you. I guess a lot of record stores are like that, I don't know. But stopped in there, picked up some stuff, was trying not to spend too much, didn't really go too crazy, but why don't we take a look at what I got? From 1982, we have Dexy's Midnight Runners and Tu Rai A, which is a lyric from the song that everybody knows by them, Come On Eileen. You know, you think of these guys as like a one-hit wonder, but I think they had a pretty good run overseas. I guess that was, maybe Jackie Wilson said did some charting here in the United States. I don't remember. I remember hearing it back then, but I don't know, something when I saw this there, and I always kind of heard some things that this album was actually pretty good. Other than those two songs that I mentioned, I hadn't heard, I don't think I've heard of anything else by this band, but I actually dug this. This is a really good record. You know, it sounds that same kind of whatever style of music that you want to call that, that Come On Eileen is, kind of this sort of, got a little twinge of R&B in it, I guess, pop, new wave maybe, but really good record. I'm really happy with this one. Celtic Soul Brothers opens up the album, and that's a really good tune. Let's Make This Precious I liked. I'll Show You was really good. Liars A to E I liked a lot. And then TSOP, which I think is the Sound of Philadelphia, which ends the album, is really good. This is a remastered version. It's got, I don't know, like 7 extra tracks on it, a couple live tracks. But really happy with this one. It surprised me. I wasn't sure if I would like it or not. From 1996, we get Los Lobos and Colossal Head. If you'd seen a couple of my recent videos, you might have saw me talking about Los Lobos and how I kind of started getting into the band. You know, didn't really listen to them a lot back in the day, and then just started kind of picking up some of their CDs more recently and really enjoying them. And then when I saw this one there, I remember this one coming out in the 90s, and a couple of people I think told me it was pretty good. So far in my first listen, and it's okay. It's my least favorite of the Los Lobos CDs that I have. There weren't a ton of tracks that stood out like some of the other records, but on here, some of the tunes I dug were Everybody Loves a Train, Can't Stop the Rain. Little Japan I really liked, that kind of had this sort of, I don't know, like a slow groove to it or whatever, but you know, I'll give this another couple more listens. But like I said, this one, I didn't instantly fall in love with it as much as I have these other Los Lobos CDs that I picked up. 1980, we get Talking Heads, Remain in Light, with that funky, weird cover that I always thought was bizarre. Again, on other video pretty recently, I picked up another Talking Heads CD and was talking about how it feels like I originally had the Sand and the Vaseline compilation and felt that would do me good, and now I'm slowly buying like every one of their studio albums. I don't know how, I might only have 1 or 2 more to go, but you know, it was like $4 in Euclid, and I just decided to pick it up. Why not? Who cares, you know? This is a pretty good record. You know, it's got really kind of this kind of funk sort of, I don't know what you'd call the sort of sounds that are going on this record. They're always putting some interesting music together, Talking Heads. This, of course, has Once in a Lifetime, which everybody remembers, but not bad. I'm definitely gonna enjoy listening to this a couple more times because it's really got some cool tunes on it. Some of the other ones I liked were Born Under Punches. I really enjoyed that tune, and The Great Curve I also liked quite a bit. A lot of long songs on this, you know. They came out of like that punk crowd, but I don't, they were kind of punk, but I guess they sort of had this more like kind of art rock, if you want to use that phrase, sound to it. So, maybe a little more experimental than some of their punk peers at CBGBs and what have you. And finally, from 1984, I got some vinyl, Hoodoo Gurus, Stone Age Romeos. And really quick, they threw some stuff in the bag here. Some stickers from their logos, the little crawfish guys. And then this postcard of Morris Day from the time in Empire Strikes Back, which is pretty funny. So, enough about that. Stone Age Romeos, Hoodoo Gurus, great band. I actually have tickets to see them live in October 2021 in New York. I don't know if that concert's going to happen. We'll see. Maybe it will, but it was already postponed from last year to this year, and we'll see. Maybe it'll happen this year. It'll be my first chance to see them live, which I'm really looking forward to. This is a great record. Got into these guys through my brother. He was a fan, and I remember him having this probably on a cassette. Really good band. I think this is their first album. I'm pretty sure. I'm not positive, but a lot of good tunes on here. This is a promo copy, so it's got the little stamp on there. That used to bother me. I used to avoid those things, but I don't anymore. I don't really care. It was a good price. It's in pretty good condition. It was only about $7. This has one of my favorite tunes by the band, I Want You Back, which I really love. That's a great tune. Also on here, Tojo, Let's All Turn On, which is really good, which I think they name-checked the Ramones and stuff in it, sort of like their influences. My Girl ends the album's really good. Zanzibar is kind of funky. Really good record, through and through. All the tracks on here I really like quite a bit. So I was happy to find this. I was actually looking for a copy of their album Magnum Cum Louder, which I guess is my favorite by them, and they didn't have that, but I was surprised to see this, and for a pretty good price, so I decided to grab it. So that is it for Euclid Records. Like I said, I wasn't planning on visiting, but I had some free time this morning and just decided I'd go and stop in. It's a really great store. If you're ever in New Orleans, you should definitely check it out. There's a good barbecue place over by there too, and a good taco place. Rosalita's Tacos is over by that. That's really good. You should check out. So enough of my travel tips for you. Thanks for watching. Please let me know what you think of these records. Tell me what tracks you really maybe like on some of them so I could check them out, especially the Los Lobos. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.